So yesterday we were talking about about bug life cycle and bug report and types of testing, and then waterfall versus agile, all that. Okay. So, and in today's session, what we do is we are going to talk about the introduction to Selenium. We just had a quick discussion for some time yesterday about what is Selenium, what is automation, what is web-based automation, what is Selenium, open source, all that stuff. Already we have everything in the recording. So if anybody missed that, you can go through that. Okay, that is one thing. So let's start with this now. And so this is the thing we are going to start with Selenium. What is automation? What is web-based? All that. We had a quick intro yesterday. Automation is something where you reduce manual effort, and then you just automate it so that your time will be reduced, and within minutes or hours you try to complete, which is taking more and more time. That is automation. And then web automation means automating your website. Is web automation. Usually we can do it with different tools, and Selenium is one of the most famous tools for to do this web automation. And generally Selenium is open source, which is free of cost actually. And then it supports multiple programming languages like Java, Python, or C# or Ruby, many more. And also it supports multiple operating systems and browsers, like operating systems in sense like Windows or Linux or Unix or Mac or like that. It supports many operating systems, and browsers in sense it supports many browsers like your Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer, Safari. There are many browsers, right? It supports all the browsers to do your automation. And also it supports multiple frameworks apart from the one which supports, it supports TestNG, Cucumber, JUnit, or many more like that. So that's about a quick idea what we discussed yesterday. And then, and you can see here how Selenium evolved, that we are going to talk about it. And also this web-based automation, see in a website, at most, you have many things in that, different components. And that automation can be applied for all this stuff. Like, we can do automation of buttons, text boxes, drop-down lists, radio buttons, checkbox, click actions, all that. Suppose if you see, let me just open a website. Let me take an example of Amazon. I'll just show you. So if this is Amazon website, what kind of automation we do for this? See, this is a text box. Okay. So we can automate this search box. We can automate this drop-down list here. Okay. We can automate this login form here. Okay. Like that, what we can do, we can automate many things. Okay. Similarly, we can automate this click button. So in this way, with Selenium, what we can do is we can do this automation. And it's very interesting actually. See all that, and it's easy also. It's not like people have this opinion like, it might be a little difficult or something. To do the automation using a Selenium is just once you understand to automate one website, it is almost same for all websites. Okay, once you know how to automate with a button or a checkbox or this text box or anything else, radio buttons or anything. Once you understand, like, how to do for, certain components, it is same for any other website or project. So that simple it is. Only thing is, the first thing, like, you need to get a clear idea, like, how to automate it in the very beginning. That's all, friends. Once that is clear, then you can automatically apply the same for all other browsers. So, and that's what the point here is. Okay, you can do this automation of all and many more, like, But I'm just showing you what kind of web automation we do. What are the core components where you can do the automation. Okay, next one. Now we are getting introduced to Selenium. You know, if you see here the history of Selenium. So what is that? It was developed by Jason Huggins as a JavaScript library, and he named it as JavaScript Runner. Okay, this is what he named as. And then, anyhow, we are going to talk about how Selenium has evolved, what is the Selenium suite, all that we are going to talk about it. Okay, how it is different from other tools. Like, so you know very well, just now we had a quick discussion. It supports various browsers and operating systems. So that is one thing. And prerequisites. Prerequisites in sense, a good idea about at least one programming language like Java, C Sharp, or Python. Even if you don't have an idea, no problem, because we do have Python sessions going on weekend, which helps you to get a better understanding about Python. And also, we do have a quick discussion about Java, at least for a week or two, to get a basic understanding of Java before we switch to Selenium. Because without that, I believe it will be difficult for you to understand this, Selenium tool. So keeping that you are not good with Java, we just get introduced to Java as well just for a week or two. Now this is another important thing what we call Selenium suite. So what is Selenium suite? It has all these components, a group of components under its umbrella. It's called Selenium suite. So what do you have here? We have Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. In this Selenium IDE and Selenium RC, these were outdated, and I don't think they were much supported these days. WebDriver is something which is happening very much these days. People are using a lot of WebDriver, for Selenium automation these days. And Selenium Grid is also used in the today's real-time industry. Okay, WebDriver, if you want to automate one website, then we use this. And if you want to, no, if you want to, Selenium Grid means a group of, if you want to run parallel executions, then Selenium Grid, you can do automation of multiple web drivers using Selenium Grid. Okay, so usually, of course, sometimes when you are building a very big project, and if you want to do automation of multiple environments, so this Selenium Grid is very much useful. So what happened is, if you look at the diagram, you can easily understand. Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver got merged into Selenium 2. Okay, even Selenium Grid is developed from Selenium RC. And Selenium ID is one more legacy component which was introduced in the beginning. Later, the Selenium 2 got uh, changed to this Selenium 3. Okay, it has improved to the next version, which is Selenium 3. And Selenium 4 is an alpha version. What we see is, and maybe you can check about it at the selenium.dev website if you are interested. So these are all components of Selenium suite, like this IDE, this RC, this WebDriver, this Selenium Grid, all this. Okay, we'll have a quick overview of all this. What is IDE, what is RC, what is WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. Anyhow, we work extensively with the WebDriver. Okay, so next, Selenium IDE. What is this? This was actually a UI component developed only for few tests. Okay, and it's just only a Firefox plugin if you see here. So it doesn't support any other browser except Firefox. Not tool. And here if you see, it doesn't work like a tool, and it work only with Firefox as a plugin. That's all. So another important thing about IDE is what? It doesn't work like a tool. It's not like a tool, and it will work only with the Firefox plugin. And it is not installable. Keep in mind, like if it is something we can install, right? But this is not installable. And we have to use this as only as a plugin for Firefox. Following friends, and then lot of drawbacks. So here, if you see, the Selenium ID has a lot of drawbacks. One thing is it is just only I know limited for Firefox as a plugin. Second, and also if you see here, it cannot handle complex and dynamic test cases. Yesterday we have discussed about test cases and bug reports, right? So when you have complex test cases, so then this is not going to help us much. So in this way, if you talk about Selenium IDE, what is this, friends? It is just limited, and then it supports only a Firefox plugin. That's all. It acts as a Firefox plugin. That's all. Okay, that's all. Nothing more than that. So that's why I don't think this is used much these days. Okay, earlier might be people who used, but now because we have a lot of evolution in Selenium suite. Okay, so we have better components like WebDriver and Selenium Grid. So people are preferring those, not this one. Okay, so that's about this one. Okay, next one. Selenium RC. What is the Selenium RC? So when you talk about Selenium RC is the Selenium remote controller. Okay, which will be working as a remote server. Right? Remote server means it won't be working from your place. Your server will be someplace, you will be at some place, and you will be developing tests from here, which is on a server which is existing or located in some other location. And that's what we call a remote server is. And allow us to develop tests. So what we do here is RC means it's nothing but remote controller, and then it will be working from remote locations and allow us to develop these scripts, these automation scripts. And here this Selenium RC has a lot of usability issues. So that's why usability means to use it as it is in the remote location. We face many issues with this RC. So that's why it was merged with the WebDriver. Right? Today's most popular Selenium component is a WebDriver. Remember this. And we call it as Selenium 2. That's what, okay, they named it as Selenium 2 as a new Selenium tool. Got it, team? So this is the idea about, what shall I say, Selenium RC. So Selenium RC means what? It's a remote controller. Second thing, what is the biggest issue here? We have usability issues with this. That's why, it was merged with what? WebDriver. We call it as Selenium 2 actually. And then it is again a Selenium 2. So that's about this one. Okay, next one. Selenium WebDriver. So this is anyhow very popular. If you have some exposure to Selenium testing, or if you have exposure to this, uh, you know, this testing itself. I know you keep hearing about this WebDriver. What is WebDriver, friends? This is a driver which will be working on browser itself. You got it right. It will be working only on the browser, of course. That is fine. Not one browser. It supports multiple browsers. You can work with multiple browsers using WebDriver. You can work with Firefox. You can work with Chrome. You can work with Internet Explorer. You can work with Safari or many other browsers using WebDriver. Okay, and you can see here, our test will be working with the help of WebDriver on a particular browser. Anyhow, we talk very deep about this WebDriver because once we complete this Java sessions, then we switch to the Selenium. So when we switch to the Selenium, all that Selenium setup we do with this WebDriver only. If you want to automate your text box, or if you want to automate your buttons, if you want to automate your anything, this WebDriver is very important. So you do your automation with the eyes of this WebDriver. It's like what shall we say, that like a projector in a cinema theater. All your movie goes through projector, right? Similarly, all your automation happens to this WebDriver. In a simple note, that is the quick info for everyone. So this is what about WebDriver, friends. Is a driver which will be working only on the browser. Excuse me. So this is simple idea about WebDriver, right? I think we know we already had discussed about a couple of things. Selenium IDE, Selenium RC. These two were outdated. They were not used much. Selenium WebDriver, happening one, and we use this a lot in our day-to-day work environment when you are doing Selenium automation. Okay, and then Selenium Grid. This is another one which is in usage, but not to the extent of WebDriver, of course. And this needs a more better huge setup, because grid means it is not just one. It needs multiple components to implement a grid. Actually, group of components, we can call it as a grid. So this is evolved actually from RC, Selenium RC, Selenium remote controller, this grid thing. And the goodness about grid is it allows us to perform parallel execution. So, parallel means simultaneously it can run multiple automations. Okay, and also it will work with multiple components, because when you can do multiple automations, automatically you can work with multiple components, right? So that's what this Selenium grid is all about. I hope this is clear for all of you, friends. Following now. And then another important thing is Selenium distributed execution. What is that? It supports what? It supports distributed execution. What do you mean by distributed execution? Suppose you have some multiple machines. Instead of executing your automation on one machine, it will try to distribute it to multiple machines. So that work is distributed and balanced. The load is balanced among these machines. And the advantage is when you distribute something to multiple machines, you have this parallel processing, what we call. When you have a parallel processing, the amount of time it takes to execute your testing automation is reduced. So that is what the advantage we have with the Selenium grid. Okay, generally, in a real time, if you are working in a project, your managers are at senior level people will configure this Selenium grid. Okay, sometimes, if you are doing multiple automations, then we build this Selenium grid and we try to execute that. And this is all about Selenium Suite. Okay, I hope you are clear with that. What is Selenium Suite here? Is that clear for all of you? So, what components do we have under Selenium Grid? A quick question for all of us. What is that quick question? So, name Selenium components under Selenium Suite. Can you answer in the chat box? A quick question so that you might try to get a quick. So, what are the Selenium components? You can just name in the chat box. Okay, please answer in the chat box. Answer in the chat box. What are the Selenium components we have? Which is the most popular one these days, friends? Which is the most popular one these days? This is about Selenium Suite, a quick intro. WebDriver, yes. And which are in working right now? We have four, but two are outdated and two are working. Which are in working, which got outdated? Which are in working and which got outdated? WebDriver and good, very good. Which got outdated? Yeah, which got outdated, friends? Please type in the chat box. ID and RC. Right, these two got outdated and WebDriver and Grid are working these days. Okay, so I hope you got a clear idea, right, about all these things. Now we are going to talk about Java. How many are Yes, outdated is ID and RC, friends. And how many of you are, excited to start with Java now? Because so we just make it simple and understand what is that is necessary to understand this Selenium automation. That's all. We don't go too deep into Java because our focus is on Selenium automation, not Java. But at the same time, not to miss that, what shall we say? So the understanding for Selenium, we go with this Java sessions. Okay, just for your comfort, make sure to just make you comfortable and continue with that. Right. So let's do that now. Okay, let's continue on this. So now this is about Java and OOPS. So what is this Java now? So we'll start with Java introduction today, and we'll continue. We'll every day we just try to get a quick idea. These sessions are enough for you to do your automation. So this 1 week, 2 week sessions, what we do is more than enough to understand automation and everything. Just follow thoroughly, and I just try to execute the all that codes which we discuss in the session, because execute in the sense in the class itself. I'll help you to set up everything. So you can start test running your scripts along with me in the sessions, so that it gives you a decent idea about your Java. That is more than sufficient. Okay. So that's about that. So now let's discuss about this Java and OOPS. So where did you hear about this Java? This is something which is very popular, the most happening, and the top used programming language in the industry. Most used programming language in the industry, which is that this Java. Many big companies, if you are doing automation with Selenium, maybe you say JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley or many more, all top level companies, they prefer to use Java with Selenium more than anything else. And there are certain companies which prefer C Sharp or Python or Ruby. It depends. It again depends on the client and the project and the tech stack, everything. But Java is most preferred. And tomorrow, when you attend interviews, people might ask more questions on Java. That's it. And again, I told you, right? If you want to understand, at least have some good understanding of any programming, we are already doing Python. You can try, give a try. I am not forcing, but just I am suggesting to give a try. That's it. All these are free sessions. We don't charge for anything. Okay. So now going to this Java. What is Java? So when you talk about Java, Java is an object-oriented programming, right, team? So and it has two things actually. Java has a couple of things: Java compiler and JVM. Of course, these two things are very important for Java. And it has again JDK, JRE, and JVM. Of course, JRE has again JVM inside that. Got it right? So what is JDK and what is JRE? And you need to understand this stuff very clearly. Of course, before we go to classes and objects, you need to understand a couple of basics. 1 or 2 sessions, I'll quickly run through basics, and then I will jump to the classes and objects again. Okay. So now, before we get into all these discussions, what we do now, I'll just show you what is, uh, you know, we'll quickly discuss about this Java stuff. Okay. So let's take about Java thing here. So what is this Java here? Java is an object-oriented programming language. Simply speaking, it's OOP. So that is one thing. Okay. So what is that again? Object-oriented programming. Even even Python is an object-oriented program. So a quick question is, what is OOP here? So any OOP is just object-oriented, which has nothing but objects and classes. What is that? It has some objects and classes. That's all, friends. So maybe if you come up and ask me question, what is object, what is class? I'll just give you a clear picture because that is important to understand. But not now. If I discuss this again, I am confusing is you friends. I don't want to confuse you anyone. So what it has is it has objects and classes. That remember that any OOP. Generally, we just have OOP. People call OOPS. I generally don't see that what is the abbreviation for S in OOPS. Even sometimes I might say OOPS, but it's just OOP. That's all. And that S doesn't have any significance. Okay, that is very important thing. So this is about object oriented. It has something what we call objects and classes. Generally, objects are something it's at memory level. Okay, they hold your data. When you create an object, it is created in your memory, which holds some amount of data. These are some temporary data blocks. Actually, if you ask me, what is an object? But that is a deep discussion, which generally we don't need that. Okay, and class is something like a blueprint for your everything. Okay, blueprint for what you apply. Okay, anyhow, this is a quick idea about what is an OOP. So now there are certain features of Java. When you talk about Java, again, it has certain features. What is that features we have about with Java? So one thing is OOP. So that is for sure. When you ask about Java, it is an OOP. That is thing, object oriented. Next thing, so it is open source, no doubt. But of course, these days from Java 11, I hope from that version onwards, I think Oracle people are they made it as a licensed version. Till Java 10 or Java 11, it is free source or open source. From 11 or 12, it became a licensed version. But still, we can say it is an open source because people are still in the Java 7 or Java 8 in the industry. Okay, if you look at most of your software companies, very few companies get migrated to the latest Java Java versions. But most of the companies are still in Java 8, Java 9. People are not still familiar with Java 7 itself, if you ask me. Okay. Anyhow, we are not into Java because I told you, right? We do automation with both, Python and we also apply certain level of testing in that. That's it. So that's why we don't use much of Java. But earlier, when I started with as a Java developer itself. That's why I'm saying. So what is the point here is still it is open source, still Java 11 or something. I just can add that point here. Java 11 or so, it's open source. Okay, but I'm not sure. Again, if you ask me, if you put a gunpoint on my head, so if will you tell it if it is Java 11 or Java 12 means I don't have an answer. Okay, I have to Google like you only. Okay, that's about this one. Next one, Java is distributed, Java is that, Java is this. All these are features of Java. It's distributed. Okay, it's platform independent. People call this as platform independent. This is a beautiful feature. When you go to Amirpet, right? Most of you have heard about Amirpet. These days, you know, we see because everything became online, the name popularity little reduced. But when you go there, you hear all this. It is platform independent. Platform independent means what? This Java code, this byte code, it runs on multiple operating systems. Not only your on the source machine, but also on the other machines. So that's what we call independent, executing ability to execute your code on multiple operating systems. That is independent. Ability to execute your code on multiple operating systems. Okay, that is what we call platform independent. I think this is clear, friends. And then what else? It's multi-threaded. So Java supports this multi-threading, all this. So these days, this promoting people, they are not allowing us to sleep, or they are just like what shall we say? So here, if you see multi-threading. So next one, multi-threading means what? Simple, friends. You have, one program is divided into multiple threads. So the advantage of threading is, you can have multiple processes to work on that. I think there is little noise coming because of this auto guys traveling in the streets. Okay, because these elections are happening here, so this lot of campaigning is happening. Just ignore that. So this is multi-threading. Multi-threading means what? You have so many processes running. Okay, your program, one program is divided into multiple processes. Don't get confused between multitasking and multi-threading. Multitasking in sense executing multiple programs at a time. So multi-threading means, I'll just tell in a quick this thing. One program is divided. What happens here? One program is divided into multiple processes. I'm typing because you'll be very clear. That's why I'm typing here. PROCESS. So that is multi-threading. Multitasking means multiple programs executing parallelly. Okay, threading is different. Program multitasking is different. Many people have a confusion here. Okay, so that's about another important feature of Java. So distributed platform, and it also supports what is that garbage collection. So Java has a automatic garbage collection. Garbage collection means as it is OOP. So lot of objects, we create lot of objects, and those will those will exist in the memory. Once the usage of objects is completed, we have to recycle that memory. We have to remove all those objects. And that's what we call what? Removing that unwanted objects from memory is a garbage collection. So that is another important thing with the Java. So what is it? Of course, Python also have this. And also one more important, information for all of you friends. What is that? This OOP is almost similar. See, if you are really good with Java, it's very easy to understand Python and vice versa. You don't need to think that if you know OOP in Java, you don't know any other OOP. One OOP is enough to understand all other OOPs. That's all. So this is about removing unwanted objects from memory. Is objects from memory is what is this we call? We call GC. Simply speaking. Okay. Likewise, there are many features of Java, but we don't need to spend much time here. You can just go through any website, but I'm just giving you a quick idea. What is this Java here? Means it's an OOP and open source and platform independent object oriented programming language. And this is one of the most popular language many companies are still using. Okay, but it might be little behind in the race for this data science, all this stuff. But there are many areas where this Java is extensively still used by the organizations. Okay, so this is quick idea about Java. Now we have to talk about Java environment. What I'll do is I'll give a clear picture, like how to install your Java everything. Okay, so that you don't get confused. Java environment means if you want to work with Java, what do you need? You need to install a JDK in your machine. That is important. Java development kit. Without this kit, you cannot do anything. Even if you want to work with Eclipse, first you should have this JDK in your machine. That is very important. So first thing is you need a JDK. Install that in your machine. Next step. Once you install JDK, next one, you can install Eclipse, an IDE. IDE means integrated development environment. If you ask me what is it, integrated means everything will be brought into one group, one umbrella. All components will be built into one system. That is called integration. Integrated development environment. Okay, this is IDE. Okay, and Maybe you need to install JDK. That JDK is enough to run the programs, but these days people are not that much using this notepad or anything to develop your to do this development. And because IDs, this is a an era of IDs, integrated development environment. Okay, we don't just dependent on this notepad to execute programs. Those days were gone. Some 15 years back or 20 years back, we don't have all these IDs. People were doing development in just notepads, which is a very tedious process. But now we don't have that. Okay. These two are very important now, as of now. Later on, what is that? If you come to our Selenium, again, if you ask me about Selenium, along with this, we have to again integrate Selenium into Eclipse. What do we do? Integrate Selenium with Eclipse. Okay. So for that, what we need to do to integrate Selenium with this tool with Eclipse, we have to add certain jars. We need to do certain configurations to build this Selenium environment. And if you ask me, Manohar, this is difficult for you to implement this. Then the answer is what? The answer is it's not difficult. It's so simple to do this setup. You got it right. So this is an idea about what is this, friends? A quick idea about what environment you should have. Are you ready to do to create your setup now? I'm just opening, allowing you to discuss with me because if you face any issues with setup, I can guide you. Make sure the setup is ready so that you can test with me along with me. So your mic is opened while doing this testing, setting up this Java. If you have a problem, just you can stay back. I can help you people. Okay. And support wise, again, I'm trying to tell you, team, friends. See, you'll have a clear, if you have any issues, you can always reach out to me and make sure that we are, doing it in right process. That is important for us. So if you need any help or anything, always we are there, definitely we'll make that. So now what do we do right now? Let's start with the Java development, installing Java development kit. For me in my machine, everything is there. What I do is I remove everything because I felt one thing. So I would like to work with you so that everybody will be on the same page. If I do it from the scratch, even in my machine, you also have that this thing. Suppose, excuse me, Java C. Let me just check if Java is there in my machine or not. Yes, I have this. When you type this Java C command at your command prompt, if you see all this compiler information, then definitely your Java is installed into your machine. And maybe suppose if you see Java, yeah, I have Java in my machine, but still what I do now is let me just uh, remove it and show it for you from the scratch. Okay, what you should do is first download JDK, friends. Start from here. Yeah, because everybody is in front of desktop or laptop, right? Because without these things, it's very quite difficult for us to learn this Selenium. So what you do now, you should download first Java 8 or something. That would be enough for us. Okay. So what you do right now, download Java 8. To do this, this is enough for us. Okay. So what do we do right now? So what you have to do is go to this Google and then just for check for Java 8. You can install multiple versions as well. It's not like you should install only one version. So Java 8 download. Just do that. These are our archived downloads. Archived means because now the latest version is about Java, 16 or 17. I'm not sure about latest version, but so the other previous versions, we call them as archived. Archived means they were just moved to this kind of library thing. Okay. So all that is old, they'll put it into archiving. Archiving is something where a place where you keep your things or components. So now you can see here, this is archiving download. You choose anything of your choice, which supports your Windows or in whichever the OS you are using. You can see here a lot of operating systems are there. If your machine is Mac, you can download for Mac. If your machine is for Windows, you can download for Windows. If it is 64-bit, choose x64. If it is 32-bit, choose x86. What is that? 64-bit, choose this. 32-bit, choose this. I believe these days we rarely find that 32-bit machines, right? But still, if anyone is using, if your machine is 32-bit, please download this. If your machine is 64, please download this. I am downloading this. Okay, just select this checkbox. I'm clearly going through this process. If you just have any doubt, again, if you revisit this video also, it's more than enough for you to do your setup for Java. Okay. So now if you see, what is that? I am downloading for Windows 64-bit. My machine is 64. And then what is that? Click on download. Okay. So it's asking for a sign in. Let me just try to, okay, apply this. And then I don't remember the password. It's a very long time. I have did login. Yeah, luckily I am able to do that. That's great. Download started, I believe. You can see here, it's going on. Team, are you following? You can answer me in the chat box. Is that clear for you or any confusion? So you're right. These are all important things for you. And we are doing download. Maybe I'll just add this link also. If someone, if you are, if you want to copy from, use these links, you can use it. Do you want me to keep this in your group? Maybe we can just add it to the group as well. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, somebody is saying they were creating to. Yeah, you can create and download, no problem. Or you can use it existing Gmail to download. Okay. So are you guys doing that now? So what you have to do? This is getting downloaded. That's why I'm waiting, because I want to show you clearly, like, every step that we do here. The downloads are happening. Yeah, do it, friends. Just download your JDK. Maybe if you want, I can paste the link here. You can see in the chat box. Download link. Even you can download from here. Okay, I just pasted in the chat box. Like, please try to download your JDK. We don't need to rush. We'll make sure that the setup is ready, and then we'll test it with a sample code. Once we confirm that, then we'll switch to the which one? We'll go to the basics of this Java, and then OOP concepts of Java. Here we'll just discuss whatever that is necessary to do Selenium automation. This is not a Java session. Again, I am reiterating. We learn what is necessary for Selenium. If you want to have a what is that full-fledged Java this thing, then what you have to do? Okay. So let me just see if download completed. Yes, it's done now. You can see here open. Show in folder. Let me just show you first where it got downloaded. Usually it is in download, show in folder. If you see here, what is that team friends? If you see here, this is JDK. Now what you have to do? What to download? I have already shared a link. Maybe if you want me to show you, let me just show you. You can see here. Okay. I downloaded this one. This one. You can choose something at the bottom as well. Anything, any of this. Don't download JRS. Download this Java SC. Okay, Java SC. Download Java SC. Okay. You see here, this you can choose this one or the below one. It's up to you. I choose this one. Maybe if you want, you can choose the below one as well. Okay. Once you download, it appears like this, right? You can see here. This is the executable file. Already I have this, but I'm showing you again how to install it because there is nothing harm if you again reinstall. It will ask you to uninstall the previous version and install the new version. That's what it do. So what I'm doing right now. Are you good now? Somebody asked me a question. Shankar, you are good now? Is your question answered? You have latest, you can try continue with the latest version if the browser is supporting, sorry, if the Eclipse is supporting. Okay. Just make sure that you set up Eclipse for that latest version. Okay. Today you can try that once this session is done. Then it's fine. Else you can download this Java 8 and you can try it. Okay. Anything is fine. So now what do you do once this is downloaded? Then what you should do? Double click on this and then yes, click on it. Yes. Suppose another quick question. How to know if you have already Java installed and where it is installed? Simply first go to the C drive. I'll just get to the setup again. Program files. If you want to see if Java is already installed and which version is installed in your machine, just simply see what there are two ways. Either you can check from the browser. Okay, sorry, from the command prompt. You can check from console. That is one option. Second option is all these are Python and this thing. No problem. I'll close it. So one is checking from the browser. Second one, go to program files, and then you can find Java here. You can clearly follow this C drive, program files, and then Java. And then you can see here I have Java 8, Java 17. Okay. So I have both versions, 17 and 18. You choose whichever is fit. JDK, and in that JDK you can find JRE as well. Okay, in that JRE you find something called JVM. Okay, usually that's how it the hierarchy is, but I'll talk about it. So you can come to this. This is the path you can see in the address bar here. Okay, go to C drive, program files, Java. In that you can find which version is installed in your machine, and you can have multiple machines in your machine. It's not just some multiple versions in your machine. It's not just one version. It's up to you. And in the Eclipse, you can choose which one you want. Okay, that's it. So this is a quick idea. Okay, if you want to check if already Java is installed, which version is there in your machine, you can do that. Now after that, what do you have to do? Install this Java. What is that? Click on that installer, and then you get a execution window like this, setup window like this. What you have to do? You have to click on next. What you should do? Once the setup started, just click on next, and then next. Already it will, you don't need to make any changes, just blindly just click on next. That's all. That's enough. I'm showing you how to install, set up your Java and Eclipse, both. I don't know why it is taking this much time. Usually it should not. Yeah, why not, Santoshi? You can open your this thing mic, and you can now that is enabled. You can talk to me if you have any questions, because we are at the end of the session, right? You can ask me, friends. No issues.
Yeah, I'm just trying to install. Just give me 1 second. I'll show you the link. I'll share the link.
Santoshi, I think there is a lot of disturbance in this audio. It's not clear, Santoshi.
You can't hear me clearly?
Lot of noise actually. It's not clear. In fact, maybe can you share me your screen? Maybe let's just
Yeah.
do one thing. It's
One
better to
second.
share your screen.
Yeah, just give
Okay.
me 1 second.
Just yeah, I'll come to you that let me complete showing this, then I'll come to that so that this recording will be clear. So anyone has any doubts can go through this recording. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just inform once this is completed. I'll call you.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yes, yes. So just wait. You don't need to do anything until it is called here. So now this is done, right? You can click on OK here. This is waiting for some confirmation if I'm not wrong. Let me just click on OK here. And then what you have to do, you can change it. Already it is saying, what is that? Install to this path here. You can see it is picking the path where to install by default itself. If you want, you can change it. That path, that location where you want to install your JDK, you can change it. Else, what you can do, you click on next. Now what happens? It continues. Again. So now you can see there, it's going on. Just follow this. You don't need to do anything. Okay, we are done now. You can see this. Setup is completed and it's asking us to close it. Okay, we are done now. Once this installation is done, what is that you should do? If you want to check what is that, go to this C drive and go to this program files, and you can see a Java folder here, and you have this JDK 1.8, a different version now. Earlier we have 3.3.3. We have now 2.0.2 at the end. If you see and click on it, this is your latest version which you installed probably today. You can see the date here as 22, and then click on it, and then you can see all the supporting files inside this JDK, and then click on bin. You can have all that tools of Java, your Java C, Java, many other jars, all different supporting tools, all that exist in bin. Okay. Anyhow, I'll talk about it. So, but this is the quick check you should do once the installation is done. And here in Java, under this Java folder, what is that you should see here? You should see a JDK folder as well as a JRE folder. If it is for Java 8, I believe for Java 17, you don't have that two folders, but you just have only one thing. For latest versions, you don't find JRE as a separate folder. Both will comes under one thing itself. Okay. This is how you could check it, team. Okay, friends. So that's about validation. Once you download, how do you validate if it is installed properly or not? If it is till Java 8 or Java 9, you should have to see both JDK and Java, JRE. For latest versions, it just comes in one folder, just like this JDK. Both JRE also will be inside this. Okay, that's how it is. I think you are clear, right? So that's about this one. I hope we are clear with this now. Installation is done. To check it if it is installed properly or not, what you have to do is open command from CMD and then just say Java C here. So you can see here, but sometimes you need to set this environment path, the environment variables. Even I will show you that how to set up this environment variables to get this work. But anyhow, for Eclipse, I believe you don't need that setup. It will Eclipse will need that installation of JDK. That's all. No need to other things. Okay, now uh, installation is successful for JDK. I'll show you tomorrow how to install and download and install Eclipse, and then how to test your Eclipse, because we do this automation with Eclipse, not with Notepad. So we have to test it tomorrow. Now we are done with this JDK installation. Now, Santoshi, can you please unmute and can you ask what is your issue? Let's fix it now.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'll bring the.
I think there is a lot of noise, Santoshi. I don't know. Can you dial?
Yeah.
Can you dial from your mobile, because you have a dial option, I believe.
Yeah, I can dial. I can dial your number,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes, yes, please do that, because the voice is not clear, Santoshi.
You unblock this call and then dial from my mobile. Is it okay?
That should be fine. I'll be waiting, no issues.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, anybody else has any issues, friends? If anybody needs any help? Meanwhile, any help needed for anyone? No problem, Sushita. That should be good for us, because the if installation is good, we are good. And we will download Eclipse and install. Maybe if you know how to do that, you can do that setup today itself once this session is done. Those who complete this, you can no, if you want, you can leave. Those who want any help, you can stay back. We will complete the setup and installation, and then we'll close this session.
Hi, Mano. Hear me? Hello.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking on mute. Yes, yes, Shankar, you can share.
Okay, I'm sharing. Basically, I'm seeing so many products. It asked to create Oracle account. I created one, logged in, and there are
Yeah, Shankar, please share the screen, Shankar.
Yeah, I'm just opening, trying to share.
Yeah, tell me. What is your name, office user?
Yes,
Mano.
Who is
Yes, this is office. Yes, I'm Ram actually. So I
Okay.
have a doubt in command prompt, right? When I type Java C, it says that it's not recognized. But if I typed Java, it works.
Yeah, actually, because that compiler is not showing up, because your installation is fine, but that environment variables is not set.
Okay.
Maybe no problem. I'll show you For now, for working with Eclipse, you don't need to set up it. But still, if you want to know it, I will show
Yes.
you in tomorrow's session, Ram. Okay?
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay, no problem.
No
Thank you.
problem with that. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll show you how to set environment variables. It just needs some 1, 2 or 3, 5 minutes. Okay, I'll just
Yeah,
show
okay.
you.
Thank you.
No problem. We'll do it in tomorrow's session.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Shankar, can you scroll down? I think we are. Can you scroll down?
Yeah, I'm sharing. I'm sharing, but so is it visible to you?
Yeah, I'm seeing your screen, but I don't see
My
any Java versions here. Can you go up? I don't see any Java
yeah,
versions.
that's
So
yeah.
can
I created Oracle account here. So should I go to products?
you have to go to the downloads and the Google type there in the Google. You have just type Java downloads, Java 8 downloads. Not there in the Google. Please type Shankar.
Okay, okay. So yeah, this is Java
Ah,
8
yeah.
downloads.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that what you are doing. Do you want to go ahead with without this? This thing because I'm seeing still the Oracle website. Okay, download it. No problem.
I think I have downloaded somewhere.
Yeah, you can check it where it downloaded. You can just check in the downloads.
Basically, yeah, basically the product name is that Java SE development kit
Yes,
80,
that's what you have to
80.
develop. Yes, yeah, that's what you should download. Can you share me your screen? I can easily help you to do that.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
not
go
seeing that
again.
that download option. I'm not seeing you where you are. I'm seeing a Oracle screen.
Yeah. Oracle Cloud Application, Cloud Platform, Java downloads. Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay, this one.
sharing session
Number.
Uh,
Which version I have to?
you can choose anything with Java 8. Okay, Shankar, you are not sharing your screen. Again, it becomes difficult for me to guide you. Okay, hold on, Shankar. Santoshi, are you able to connect?
just give me 1 second. I'm going to share my. Shall I share my screen?
Yes, Santoshi, please do that.
Yeah.
Maybe Shankar, you can observe here what Santoshi is doing so that it gives a clear idea.
I'm canceling. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were telling Mano, you were telling that you have the issues hearing. Are you able to hear clearly now?
Now it's good, Santoshi.
Better?
Please,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Please
let's
share
see.
your screen. Yeah, share your screen.
Let me know when you're able to see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it, Santoshi. Now go to Google. Just open Google. Shankar, please observe this.
Yeah, I'm not able to see anything from your side. So
Okay, please stop
So
sharing.
let me first tell you what I did. So I had this email, right? And I have downloaded this Oracle.
Okay.
So the similar way that how Shankar did, I think. So you want me to go back to Java 8 download because I have
Yeah, click on it. Java 8 archive downloads. Yes, click on it, please.
Yeah, that's what I did. I don't know why
Okay.
it didn't pick.
Just a minute. Please scroll down little, not too much. Little. You can see. You can little more. You can see there, right? Java SC development kit 8U22 to 222. You can download this now. Scroll down a bit more, Santoshi. Yeah, you can see there. Windows. Yeah, you can download that. Or the
I
one
did that.
below
That's the
also
one I
can.
did that. Yeah, that's the one I clicked.
Click on it. No, thanks. Would you like to visit Oracle countryside closer to you and select that checkbox
Yeah.
and then click on download? It will ask you to log in.
Yeah, I did everything. That's the page I can see, Oracle Cloud Applications.
Just a minute. Yeah, you have to enter username password there if you have already an Oracle account. Otherwise, just create account and download.
Yeah, I created account. I'll try with my account that I just created. So let me
Yeah.
see. I just now created.
If you don't have this Oracle account, you have to create it and download. Else, maybe you can download from. I'll do one thing. I'll keep this download JDK in some drive. You can download it.
Yeah, I got this here.
Yes. You can see that, right? Yes, you are able to download. Shankar, are you able to see what's happening here?
No, no. Your screen is not visible to me. I'm on blank screen, but that's okay. Maybe I'll wait until you send the recording today. Because
Okay.
I got an account, I went there. In that account, it is showing products. There are multiple products. It's not straight download thing. But when I went to download thing from your link, also I saw so many products. I just got just confused. That's why what product to choose is difficult for me. Java SE development kit 8U 201 202 whatever it is. So there
Yeah,
are plenty.
you can select that 202. 8U202 you can download, Shankar.
8U 202, right? Okay.
Yeah, that you can download, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, Santoshi, it's
downloaded. Windows 64. Okay.
Yeah, 8U202, please download that, Shankar.
That is server JRE, right? Server SE development.
Yes, correct.
Java,
Yes, yes, yes,
Java
yes,
SE
Shankar.
development.
Yes, yes, Shankar, correct.
Okay. Java SE development. No problem, Mana. So I think you can we can close the session. I'll try my side and see how it
Yeah,
goes. If
yeah,
there is
this
a
video, yeah, video has a clear this thing, guidance. You can just go through this and you can set up that, Shankar.
yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you very much. Have a
Yes,
nice
Shankar.
day.
Yeah, same to you. Thank you.
So Mano, I'm just I clicked on the one that I opened.
Double click.
JDK.
Double click.
This one.
Yeah, double
Yeah.
click on it. Yeah, double click on it, Santosh.
Just go yes.
Just let's wait for the setup to pop up and then we'll do that continuation on that.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any, I'm seeing a blank screen now. Not seeing
Oh, is
that.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're not able to see. So you're able to see the my local disk.
No, I'm seeing a very blank screen, Santoshi.
Oh, okay. Let me just go back and share it, and I'll share it again.
I believe we are in sharing, but it's a blank screen. I hope.
What about now?
Now I can see your screen.
Okay.
Now you can double click on that JDK.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to allow program technology changes? Yes.
Yeah, we should get a installation window here, Santoshi.
Mm. It says user account control. That's the only thing I can see. Do you want to allow following
Yes,
programs?
yes. Yeah, you should allow that if you are seeing that something like that. Yes.
Okay.
I cannot see that anyhow.
Oh yeah, you cannot see that. Okay. I saw that.
Yeah, no problem. You can allow it so that you get a pop-up window, that setup window.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, then
And
just click on next.
next, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Anyhow, I'm not seeing it. I'm with my.
Yeah, I'll tell
seeing
you.
that.
I'll tell you so that we are in the right page. So
Yes.
development tool, source code, public GRE. It is highlighted on.
No, you don't need to do anything. By default, it chooses that. You just need to say next, continuous. Except one place, you
I
should say
just
okay.
clicked next, and it's going on status.
Yeah, click on next. And then at one place, it asks you to click on OK. You should do that OK.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why this sharing stopped all of a sudden. Not sure.
I don't know. I'm able to see that it's my screen is being shared. I don't know what's the issue.
If I can see the setup, it would have been little easier for you. It's okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Again, anyhow, it's very clearly recorded in the video. All the steps you can go through
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Sure. So it's actually extracting installer. So I'll just give
No
1 2
problem. Take your time. No issues.
because I don't want to hold your time. So
No issues. My office is at 12 o'clock, so I'll start by 11 here. I have some time. No issues.
Okay. Yeah. What I can see is important information about our Oracle. It says corporate users will be impacted and changes are coming, which will impact future releases, Java, SE from Oracle. So just go OK.
Yeah, click on OK.
It says destination folder. Go next.
Yeah, click on next now. Yes, correct. I think you are in the right path.
Yes,
Santosh.
yes, correct.
Sorry, I'm just laughing. My daughter is shouting something.
Okay. How old is your daughter?
She's just 1 year old, Santosh.
Oh, okay. That's good. Very cute age.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
I hope these sessions are useful for all of you, Santoshi.
Definitely useful. That's why I was following all the chat, and everyone is asking what is the, fee charges kind of, and that is really like you're doing really great job, and you're teaching very good actually.
No, it's okay. That's
Honestly, yeah, you're teaching very clearly, and it's easily understandable.
fine. Thank you.
I need to definitely say this. Every time I attend the class, I think in my mind it's very useful. So I keep on thinking to tell this. I mean, so I got a chance. So uh, yeah.
Please share with needy people who are interested in.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. So I can see the pop-up for Java Development Kit update successfully installed.
We are done then. If
Next
you
steps
see
are
that
closed.
close window, if you see it, just close it, Santoshi. That's it. We are done there.
Okay.
And then you can go to the C drive and see in the program files, check if it is installed successfully or not. Okay.
C drive. So you're not able to see my screen, so I can.
No, actually, it got stuck in downloads only. Santoshi.
But when I unshared and shared, you were able to see, right?
First time I could see, but after that again, I don't know. It got stuck. Now I can see it. Yes.
Okay.
Go to
What
see.
about now? Because I unshared and shared.
Yes. Now I can see it's actually the
Which
active
one I should
instance.
open? Which
Go
one?
to C drive, program files.
Okay.
And then you can see Java there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Click on it, and then you got it.
Okay.
It's good now. Maybe we'll install Eclipse in tomorrow's session. I'll show you, and then we'll start doing first program, and
Sure.
you
Because
can continue.
I remembered you mentioning JRE 1.7 something, but I can only see 2 of this one. Should I go click in
That
it?
is, it's not 1.7, Java 17. I installed that version as well in my machine. Okay, I have.
Oh, okay. All good.
So you got it right. So if
Yeah.
you want, you can install multiple versions. Okay.
Okay.
But this is enough for now, Santoshi. Okay.
Sure. No problem.
Yeah. Hope you are good.
That's all good, right? We can download Eclipse tomorrow and go ahead and.
Yeah, I'll show you that as well. So everything I'll show you. You don't need to, you don't have any issues. Okay.
Sure.
Right.
No problem. Thank you so much, Mano. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thanks to you too.